Happy birthday, Aquarius! It's Rebecca from Being Human Tarot here with your February 2019 reading. This month I'm reading with the Fountain Tarot, and there are actually several authors, creators, illustrators for that, so I'll just link to the deck in the description below if you're interested in it. And as I've been saying for these new videos for 2019, I actually do want to move to a new format that's not the same 3-card spread that I've been using, or maybe it will be a 3-card spread, but it'll be, the positions will have different meanings, that kind of thing. But the holidays kind of got away from me, some work stuff got away from me, some personal stuff got away from me, but like, or not got away from, I was too involved in all of those things. But sure, you don't want to hear my personal complaints about life, so I will just say that as a reminder, the 3-card spread is first position is what to focus on for the month, second position is what to set aside for the month, and third position is an additional consideration for the month. So I've already shuffled and laid out your cards. And the first card you drew for what to focus on this month is the Emperor. So as you can see, it's a man in this deck. He's standing on like a cube. He's got another cube above him that he's lifting. It's kind of like taking some effort, it looks, because I think he's straining his neck some. And the Emperor is like, it's the power card. It's about structure. It's about going out, getting at him. It can also be the Dad card. So, you know, if that has some meaning to you this month, either you've been wanting to become a parent perhaps, or for whatever reason, a sort of like father-like energy needs to be a focus. Maybe you're taking care of someone else's child, maybe, you know, and that's so applicable. And also father-like energy can kind of like slip into stereotypical characteristics. So it's not to say that, you know, the Emperor is a purely masculine card or trait or anything like that. Stereotypically, those attributes do describe men, but of course we've evolved past that for the most part in society. And so it's really just representing those characteristics in anyone. So all the women out there, this could be a month where, everyone out there, this could be a month where you need to just be a little bit more stern. Maybe it's with the people in your life, maybe at work, you need to kind of step up as more of a leader, but a specific type of leader who is kind of like laying down the law a bit, because there's so many different kinds of ways to lead. In this, the Emperor's particular form of leadership is direct, it's getting shit done, and kind of no nonsense. So I mean, and this is a great place to be once you can embody it and feel comfortable in it, particularly for women, because of the way we're socialized still. You know, so I made the comment about society being a little bit more evolved, but we still have so much internalized and institutionalized and socialized sexism that not everyone is comfortable being the Emperor. But it's necessary. It's necessary if you're, let's say, I mean, there are a million examples, but if you're considering a job offer and you need to negotiate salary, it's the time you want to be the Emperor. And the Emperor is also, you know, he's not a dick. And maybe it goes without saying, but like it's a positive way of being assertive. It's not being rude. It's not being pushy with other people and, you know, like pushing them past their comfort levels. It's not anything like that. So just keep this in mind this month. You really want to allow yourself to step into that kind of more assertive role, especially as it comes to structure. Maybe you're creating something and or if you're part of like a collaborative group, maybe you like kind of need to come in and actually bring the practicality to it and be like, look, that is a nice idea, but it's not going to work because of A, B, and C, or whatever the situation is. But I think you kind of get the idea, hopefully. As a set aside for the month, you drew the Five of Wands, which actually, well, first I'll say that you can see it's some what are supposed to be children squabbling there with each of them holding a wand. If you notice that both of these cards have a very similar warm colored fiery energy. And so as I mentioned that this is not, that the Emperor is not a dick, right? The Five of Wands, kind of everyone in the Five of Wands is a dick. You know, everyone's, it's kind of like the shadow side of being assertive is fighting, especially over petty things. So I guess paired as your set aside with this as the focus, the cards are really telling you to not let yourself slip into this while trying to embody the Emperor. Meaning, if you're in that same example that I gave earlier about being in a meeting and like telling someone that their idea isn't going to work and bringing a sense of structure and practicality to the conversation, there is a way to do that that's tactful but still direct. And then there's the Five of Wands way to do that. So the Five of Wands way to do that would be like, that idea doesn't make any sense. Like, it's stupid. This is why, this is why, this is why. And then the Emperor way of approaching it would be like, I'm hearing that you're saying that this is the plan. I'm wondering if, you know, such and such might conflict with such and such. What are your thoughts on that? Or something, I don't know. If maybe I'm wondering is too passive, you know, like these are all just kind of like loose examples I'm like giving off the top of my head. So, but that's sort of the framework of the different ways you can approach things while being direct, right? So just be cautious, especially if you're a hot-headed person, and you tend to slip into maybe having a little bit of an ego problem or a little bit of a pugnacious side. Stop yourself and check yourself and make sure that you're being direct in a way that's constructive. And again, I know that I gave work examples for both of those, but that can just apply broadly to any really area of your life. If it's at home with your family, if it's with friends, you know, we have those kinds of leadership roles and like shadow sides in all relationships. And as your additional consideration for the month, you drew the Magician. And the Magician, you have 2 major arcana cards this month, so good on you. Happy birthday again. You've got a lot of power going this month. And the Magician is great because the Magician is setting things in motion and it's creating. So paired with the Emperor, it's kind of like you're the founder and CEO of your own business or something. I mean, like, again, I'm giving so many work examples, but you're not able, so like the Emperor couldn't sometimes be more of a role leading others. I mean, like, leader, that's inherently what leadership is, right? But you know, that can be something where you're not maybe necessarily doing a lot of that kind of work yourself. But with the Magician, you're directly involved and you're doing the work too. You're not just sort of managing other people, you know, in whatever arena of your life this is showing up in. You're coming up with ideas and you're bringing them forth directly from yourself. So it's pretty cool. I mean, because it doesn't necessarily mean you're doing it solo, but you just have all this great energy on your side where this month you're able to kind of, you know, if you're able, sorry, I just kicked or like bumped the camera. If you're able to kind of get past and avoid, you know, this misstep of the Five of Wands and, you know, get along with people as well as possible, can't get along all the time, right? You're really going to be able to bring forth and manifest. You know, like, manifest is such a like hippy dippy word that's overused, but you're really going to manifest, bring forth, create a lot this month, and that is meaningful, that is going to take you places that you're going to be really proud of. So just keep that in mind. And that's your reading for the month. I hope that you enjoyed it and that you have a wonderful birthday, Aquarius. If you found the reading useful, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to the channel. Once you subscribe to the channel, if you hit the bell icon, you'll be automatically notified. Always stumble over that. Whenever I upload this suite of videos for all the signs for the next month. So it just keeps it really simple. Thanks for tuning in. I'm gonna pause this and pan down so that you can see all three cards together. Okay. So as you can see, you've got the Emperor, the Five of Wands, and the Magician here in their fully illustrated glory. See you next month.